to you.
Welcome to Ambassador Maliek Winstead's YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching, please hit the bell so that each and every time he uploads new content, you will be the first one to be notified. Listen, you all, YouTube world, I have an awesome family in the midst of me on this day, and they have some great news to share with you about how they came in contact and their connection with Ambassador Maliek Winstead. I want to introduce to the YouTube community, I want to introduce the Powells, okay? The Powells. So, Dr. Powell, Lady Powell, your children, how did you, Dr. Powell, come in contact, and what do you want to tell us about Ambassador Maliek Winstead's ministry?
Well, thank you for having us. A couple of years ago, we had the privilege of speaking at a church in Wilson, North Carolina, and I heard the name Maliek Winstead, and my wife and I, we had been following some of his teaching on Facebook. And just what happened that particular Sunday, I was prepared to be one of the speakers for this program, and all of a sudden he and his mother appeared at the church, and I thought initially that it was husband and wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever whenever we first saw him. And but when they came in, it was just an anointing about them when they came to the front of the church. And as I was sitting in the front of the church preparing to speak, had an opportunity to hear the Lord speak to me and said to go to his mother and have her to pray with my wife. And didn't know the whole while that I was checking them out, they was checking me out, checking them out. And so our relationship began there, and it was from that I began to converse with him about his ministry and about my ministry. I had been in ministry now for 38 years, and still felt like there were some things that I needed to connect with. Have been under some wonderful leadership, have always served with some wonderful leaders, but it was something special about this young man that we felt like that we needed to make that connection. And sure enough, God blessed us, and we began to pray and to begin to search out what God would have us to do, because having had a church in Rocky Mount for about 9.5 years, Nehemiah Wall Outreach Ministries, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to relaunch the ministry, but I wanted to relaunch it with a great impact. I had no idea that God had greater callings upon our lives. And so I began to talk to my wife about where we were under great leadership, doing great things, but it was something that was still pulling us to a greater calling. And so once I really actually prayed about it and consult God, I began to have a conversation with Apostle Maliek, and he began to share with us what he was willing to do to cover us, and we began to go into prayer with him and to visit with him. And it was from that point that our relationship evolved, and the next thing I knew, God was saying go. And so we came, and we've been here in this ministry. We've watched God do some wonderful things in the lives of people here at Kinsey, and we also have been blessed from being here. We have seen miracles work in our lives, and we've seen doors open that was never possible before. And so to just have this connection and to have 2 of our 6 children involved in this ministry has been really exciting to have them to be a part of, because I too have a daughter that didn't care too much about church either, but there was something about this ministry that she connected with, and I thank God for allowing the people to embrace us and to love on us, that we might realize that we had a perfect connection. And I just see God doing great things in this ministry in the Greenville, Wilson, and Rocky Mount areas over the next few years as God continue to grow this ministry. Yes, this is an international church, and forget what you heard. No matter what people have said, no matter what you've heard out there in the streets, I will say to you to trust nothing that others say, but come and try this ministry out for yourself. In fact, I'll take it a step further. I would say, just like you go and buy a pair of shoes and you sit there and you meditate whether or not this is a size that fit well, whatever, do ministry the same way. If you come, you try this ministry on and it fit, then you stay. If you come and it's a little bit too tight for you, then this is not the place for you. So again, I thank God for allowing us to be here, and I pray that he will continue to bless this ministry.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Come on, y'all, let's give another round of applause for the Powers. Thank you so much.